3.2. Solve linear systems algebraically. Okay, so we're going to use two methods in this section, the substitution method and the elimination or combination method. To start out with, we're using substitutions. That means you need to get a variable by itself and solve for it, and then we're plugging that into the other equation. Sometimes they're nice and give you one that's already by itself, but I'm not sure that your book is that nice. The Algebra 1 book's really nice and does that. All right, number 4, we've got 3x plus y is equal to 16, and 2x minus 3y is equal to negative 4. So I like to take the easiest way out if possible. So I look for a variable that has no numbers with it and no negatives if possible, just to eliminate having to divide or multiply or, whatever else. So I'm going to get this y by itself. So y is equal to negative 3x plus 16. And I'm going to take this whole thing here and plug it in for y in the second equation. So I have 2x minus 3 times negative 3x plus 16 is equal to negative 4.
Is this a substitution?
Yes. Probably should write that up here so I don't forget.
That one sounded easier than the elimination.
I like elimination more personally.
Really? It's just when I was listening to the
I
notes,
didn't
I was like,
understand any of them because I have to see it worked out.
Because substitution sometimes ends up, if it's not nice, sometimes it gives you a fraction that you have to deal with. So that's why I don't like them.
Yeah. I need to see
And
it
if it-
done before.
like, if there's one that, like, there's no, like, lone variable.
Yeah.
It gets weird.
But there are times where I let you choose what method you want to use. Like I may say, some of them I may say you have to use substitution or you have to use elimination, and then other ones I'll say pick your favorite method. So. All right, so we've got 2x plus 9x minus 48
I just thought that.
equals negative 4. 11x is equal to, I'm going to go ahead and add this 48 over, so that's going to be 44. So x is equal to 4.
Crazy.
And then I'm going to plug this into, it doesn't really matter, but the easiest thing is to plug it back into the equation that you've already solved for the other variable that you need. So y is equal to negative 3 times 4 plus 16. So y is equal to negative 12 plus 16. Y is equal to 4. And we always write our answer as an ordered pair. 4, 4. Okay, and you can check them by plugging them back, that point back into either equation and verifying that it's right.
Do you have to put it into both equations? Or can
You can just check it in one.
I feel like graphing is a lot less complicated.
If you know how to graph, it is.
You know how to graph.
That's the key.
Yeah.
It might amaze you, but by this point, some people still don't know how to graph, so. I'm not saying your class doesn't, because I haven't looked at whatever, but there are kids that traditionally can't. I have some kids in calculus and pre-cal sometimes that can't graph, so.
What?
It's fine.
I like
I haven't really done a lot of it this year yet, but I'm just saying sometimes I have people that legitimately can't graph, and it blows my mind. All right, so let's see. We've got 3x minus 4y is equal to negative 5, and negative x plus 3y is equal to negative 5. So there aren't any that are positive and have just a 1 in front. But I do have the negative x that obviously just has a negative but no other numbers. So I'm going to choose to solve for this one. So negative x is equal to negative 3y minus 5. So x is equal to 3y plus 5. And we're taking that and plugging it in for x up here in the top equation. So you have 3 times 3y plus 5 minus 4y is equal to negative 5. So that gives you 9y plus 15 minus 4y is equal to negative 5. So then 5y is equal to negative 20. Y is equal to 4. Negative 4.
Wait, is that a point? Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah. We got one!
Yo. Let's go.
It only took us like
You
9
got
minutes.
it.
Yeah, only
It
the
only-
entire quarter.
It only took us a quarter.
She's just that good.
So then x is equal to negative 12 plus 5. So x is equal to negative 7. And then we have our ordered pair, negative 7, negative 4. That's the solution.
What? Is it
You okay?
is it always gonna tell us to check it? Like with it?
I don't think that your book specifically says you have to check them.
Do you want us to though?
Sometimes I offer extra credit on the test if you check the point.
Ooh,
How would
I
you
like that.
check
Like
it?
a point.
You just put
Just
it back
plug
in
it back
the
in.
Oh.
The Y and the X.
Yeah.
Into one.
That makes sense, right?
I like these problems because you know if you're right or you're wrong when you check it.
See, you think, right, that most people would like that. But in Algebra 1, I offered them extra credit. They could have gotten a 163 out of 150 on their
Are
test.
you
That's a
serious? That's
lot
like
of-
100
And like 2 people checked like 2 problems.
Wow.
Bruh. Who's in there?
Takes like 2 seconds.
Freshman.
It's like the freshman class.
That's crazy. I would have
Like,
taken.
yeah, I would have
I
done
would've
it
gotten
like, here we go.
Wait,
like,
Miss Quinn, is my sister in your algebra class? Wait,
No,
is
she's
she
my
geometry?
mom. She's my mom. So all that to say, I don't always do it, but sometimes I'll do it. I'll usually like put a comment on there like extra credit for checking your
you should do
solution.
it, for this
You
test.
should. You really should. Because we will take you up on that.
Yeah.
Most of us. I can't speak for everyone. But me.
All right, number 10. 6x minus 3y is equal to 15. But even if I don't, it's a guaranteed way to know if your answer's right.
True.
Unless you do the math wrong.
That's
Plugging
true.
it back in.
Then you're
Which
just
is-
like.
That's true.
It's very
Well, some
possible for
people
me.
plug the right solution in and get the wrong answer checked, so.
Yeah.
So then I think they're wrong. Oh goodness. That would. Yeah, that would be me.
It's funny though.
Yeah. Not for the person that got it
Oh,
wrong.
look, there's a loner there.
I like that.
I like that. There's a loner. So what do we need to do then?
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone, okay?
Just let him be.
Right.
So y is equal to 2x minus 5.
Oh,
And we're gonna-
as we're going through, do we need to like circle, or are you just doing it for us?
I don't care. I'm just doing it for, yeah. No, you don't have to circle. I just do it to show you in the first couple problems.
Oh, yeah. Garrett was such a loner.
Yo,
This
apparently
is so
You were
Garrett was a
singing.
loner.
We
He
were
looked so
singing-
sad because he was just like.
And when
sitting
Josh
there
and I were
over there.
going.
So basically, Garrett was just
so
sitting
lonely.
down at the end. He was just being ball boy for the soccer game. But he was
Oh,
just
I
sitting-
really was wondering why he was down there.
Yeah.
He was just sitting there like, he looked so sad.
Emily was
by
singing the
himself.
I am
Speaking of
so
soccer, how
lonely.
was baseball
It
practice?
was wonderful. I worked on pitching.
Wow.
You missed a great game.
Jake, be quiet. We had to play with 10. It was a 10v11. You mean 9? Oh,
What happened?
What did you put 9? Why did I not even notice?
There's 10.
Huh?
There was 10.
There was 10? Why
There
was
was
there
10.
9? I didn't even know there was only 10.
We just have bodies on the field.
So we won with 10
Oh.
heads.
Alright,
Don't be mean.
so I've got 6x
Oh,
minus
wow.
6x plus 15 equals 15.
I got 0 equals 0.
Well, I see 15 equals 15. What does that mean?
Oh wait.
Is this always true, never true, or sometimes true?
Always.
Always true, so that means there's infinitely many solutions. That means you're done.
Do you
Yeah,
have,
I
do
like
you
that.
have to leave the 15 on this side if it's like that?
What
Okay.
do you mean?
Because I just like subtracted the 15 and the 6x, so I got 0.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter,
Well,
but
yeah, I guess that's the
I mean, it's
same
still the
thing.
same. And
This
it's
is
still,
more steps.
yeah.
I can't spell infinitely right. I never put the E.
Somebody took a
Yeah.
Didn't
yeah,
Emily did?
Emily did
Did
that.
Emily do that?
What happened?
alright, I'm gonna let y'all try the next one all on your
Oh, I
own.
got this. I can do this.
2x plus 5y is equal to 10, and negative 3x plus y is equal to 36.
You know, I might have that.
After this problem, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Jake has his face on campus in game.
I could.
It's literally a tournament game, so it's round.
You know what? Let him go.
Yeah,
Let him
Honestly, he
leave.
played better against Portsmouth without you.
Ooh. Yikes.
How?
Ooh. I felt that
Really
pain.
not that- it's not that serious.
Stab.
I know Jake doesn't face off in the tournament.
Ooh. That pain though. That
I played better than some people.
Yeah, 'cause you have to try. There's some people that don't try.
I had so many goal scoring opportunities, but I didn't.
Dude,
get
you-
one.
you didn't
Oh take my any of gosh. them.
It's not that I didn't take them. it's
You
just
didn't
that
take
I
any
was
of them.
literally-
That's the thing,
though.
I was
There.
literally a
I
goal.
know.
How do you know?
Oh, on another
Hey,
one.
you saw
They
me
gave the
before.
post like 3
Yeah.
I was like,
I
oh,
was
no.
like,
I was like, holy. Same
We
with
were-
Logan.
we
Logan
were
could
all
have scored. but
standing
he-
up.
Alright, y'all done with this problem?
No.
Almost. I'm trying to figure out what 36 times 5 is.
Bro, my goal was like I dribbled through like 4 people and then shot it with my left foot.
Are you left?
Oh, that makes sense.
No, I'm not. Dude.
Not really good.
Ew.
It's okay.
The
It works
loner.
out.
I found the loner.
Alright, I am done.
Hmm. That's not right. Send it, send it.
I did something wrong too. Because I
When
tried
I
to check
checked it, it
was not
was
right.
not right. It was, oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, wait. What I did. What I did. Forgot the negative.
Oh wait, no, I got it right. No, I just when I checked it wrong actually. I checked it wrong.
I don't even know. What?
See, it is possible to check it wrong, guys. Learn
Oh,
from
because
it.
the negative. I was like,
Learn from mistakes.
that's what I did.
I
A
multiplied the
negative sign.
I multiplied the negative 10 by the
Goes
2
my
to
whole
check
way.
it, and I got 10 from negative 10 times 2. I got negative 10 on that. brain fart.
It's okay. I just forgot the negative sign. It threw off the whole problem.
I'll do it.
That's sad when that happens.
Really messes it up.
You would cry.
How am I gonna forget the negative?
Bruh.
You forgot the negative too?
I forgot that.
Because I forgot I was subtracting 180 from 10.
Okay, I think I got the one.
I was like,
Okay, x
That was
equals
not right.
negative 10. Wait then.
We're doing a short story.
I hate short stories. I love the one in my math. Where did the fun come from?
But I did get short story. But
I know where it came from. My other hoodie. Because I put it in my pocket. And so there was fuzz.
Oh, I think you got the
8 and a half minutes. Except
Because it's
I
a
don't
new
wear
hoodie.
hoodies.
Because it's a new hoodie, so like,
I don't wear hoodies, so.
I love hoodies. I can, but they kind of make me want to fall asleep though, so.
I most definitely got
All right, what do we get?
Negative 10
10
sets.
6.
No way I did it right there.
it. Yo.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm so smart. Sometimes.
I put them down.
All right, so that's substitution. So now we're gonna move to elimination, okay, or combination. Okay, same thing. Just two different names for it.
Very different.
Exactly. All right, 16. 4x minus 2y is equal to negative 16. And negative 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. So the goal here is to eliminate a variable. So in order to do that, we need to get one of the variables to have the same number in front of it with opposite signs. Okay? Now, I like to try to just manipulate one of them to get it to be the same as opposed to having to do both of them. So in this particular case, I'm going to choose what?
4-1.
Okay, I'm going to try to get the y's to be 4. So I'm going to use the y's because if I used x, I would have to multiply one by 3 and the other one by 4. And that just seems like a lot of work. So I'm going to multiply the top one by 2. Okay, because the signs are already opposite here. So I'm just going to rewrite this one like underneath so that, again, I can save lines of writing. So that's going to give me 8x minus 4y is equal to negative 32. So I'm just going to draw a line through that one so I know that I don't need it anymore. Now, when you go back, if you check your answer, it does not matter if you check it in the new equation or the old equation or the one that you didn't touch, okay? It doesn't matter. But remember, typically your original equation is much simpler than your new equation. So I would typically pick one of the two that they gave you to start with. So my y's cancel, so I'm left with 5x is equal to 20. So then x is equal to 4. So then I can plug this in again to any equation that I want. I'm going to use this bottom one, the negative 3x. So negative 3 times 4 plus 4y is equal to 12. Negative 12 plus 4y is equal to 12. 4y is equal to 24. So y is equal to 6. Something's wrong.
What's wrong? What am I doing wrong?
So that's not the answer.
Oh.
I got 16.
Negative 20.
I was going to say, something was wrong there.
Wait, is that a point? Because Jake got it? Let's
go.
It's those signs, man.
Signs will kill you in this section. So this was 12 plus 4y is equal to 12. So 4y is equal to 0. Y equals 0. So negative 4.
One day. Wait, the one I got was negative 4 too.
Y'all are gonna earn cookies by the time this class is over.
Now, how does the cookie points work again?
Once you get 10, you get a pack of cookies.
Like a whole thing of Oreos. You gotta get the good Oreos. Those-
I let y'all pick what you
I
want.
love the
Guys,
mint
we
ones.
gotta get the limited edition Pokemon Oreos.
No.
They're the limited
So
edition
good.
Pokemon Oreos.
No.
Last year, everybody liked the caramel coconut ones.
I love the
I
maple ones. They
don't.
taste like waffles.
Yeah, usually in the fall, I get the maple ones.
I love
'cause-
waffles.
Girl
They're
Scouts
superior
like
to
waffles.
pancakes. They're pancakes with
Shut
abs.
up.
They're pancakes with abs.
All right, 18.
They're great.
4x minus 3y is equal to 10. And 8x minus 6y is equal to 20. All right, so what do you think I should do here?
Solve the equation.
Multiply. Actually, can
The
it give you,
X.
can it give you like, yeah, multiply by 2?
You
like
could
the top
divide the bottom one by 2.
Okay, but I don't have anything with opposite signs.
Oh.
If you're dividing by 2, you're multiplying by a fraction, and that's going to be really irritating, so I wouldn't do that.
You could divide. Can you divide by a negative?
You have to have like
Negative 2?
You'd be multiplying by
Try
a
to get-
negative, but...
Divide by
Wait.
2.
So what do you?
Maybe.
Okay, we need to multiply by a negative 2. Okay, none of these have the same sign, right? But to get to from 4 to 8, I need to multiply by 2. Or from 3 to 6, I need to multiply by 2. And since they don't have opposite signs, I need to multiply by a negative. So I now have negative 8x plus 6y is equal to negative 20. So simplify that. What do I get?
0. That's it.
Infinitely many.
0 equals 0, so infinitely many solutions.
Yeah. And we're done with that one. That's pretty easy.
That one was.
Yeah, that one. Well, the 16 was easy too. We just messed up on our negatives.
The negative signs.
I hate negatives.
Double letter.
22.
One letter.
Double.
7x plus 2y equals 11, and negative 2x plus 3y is equal to 29.
But wait.
I'm gonna tell you what I told Mrs. Marshall this morning.
What's up?
Math was easy until they added the alphabet.
So would you?
It was like me in 6th grade.
So, what I will tell you about these kind, okay, the foolproof works every time is to take one of them or figure out what variable you're dealing with, multiply the top one by that variable or that number from the bottom, and multiply the bottom one by that number from the top.
I understand.
Okay.
I don't understand.
So we're going to take this top one and we're going to multiply it by 3.
So you do both?
Yep. Because I got to get stuff that's going to cancel. I'm going to multiply the bottom one by 2, but one of them has to be negative. I like the negatives to be on the bottom so that when I go to combine everything, it's done. So I typically will pick the bottom one. Okay. I could have also picked 7 and 2, okay, to do the x's. And I wouldn't have had to do a negative because one of them is already positive, one's already negative. If I had something like, I'm trying to think of numbers. I'll think of one in a minute. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Sometimes there are easier numbers to multiply by that will get you there faster. I guess like 2 and 12, or like, so like 24 and 2 or something like that. I can multiply them by the opposite or whatever, but I could also just, that's not really a good example because 24, you just, yeah. Anyways, sometimes there are easier numbers other than just picking like these two and flipping them. So you are always welcome to use the easier ones, but I tell Algebra 1, I would just flip these two because it's a method that you know 100% is going to work.
Yeah.
Because just flipping the numbers and then changing one of the signs may not be the easiest numbers, but it's guaranteed to work. So, all right, so I've got 21x plus 6y is equal to 33. And I've got 4x minus 6y is equal to 58. Yeah, negative 58.
So if you were to take the 7 and the 2 and do it, there wouldn't be any negatives because one's negative already?
I wouldn't have to multiply by a negative, yeah, because one's already negative. All right, so y's are gone, so 25x is equal to negative 25. So x is equal to negative 1. And again, because I have modified these equations have gotten more complicated. I would recommend using one of these initial ones. I'm going to use the bottom one. So negative 2 times negative 1 plus 3y equals 29. So 2 plus 3y equals 29. 3y equals 27. Y equals 9. So negative 1, 9 is the answer. All right, so the next set of problems say to choose a method so you can solve using any algebraic method, meaning substitution or elimination. Okay, sometimes on the test or the quiz, I may say choose any method. So if you're just like really adamant that you want to graph, you could graph them. But if you don't have graph paper, that can be very difficult. So, and I don't always give you nice, easy ones, not intentionally, but I don't always give nice, easy ones where the points are going to be like super obvious on a graph. So, like you probably wouldn't be wanting to find negative 1, 9 on a graph somewhere, but you wouldn't know that till you work it. So, anyways, just FYI. Okay. So 28, we've got 3x plus 2y equals 11. And 4x plus y is equal to negative 2. Multiply what?
The bottom one by negative.
Okay, negative 2 for the bottom one. So I've got 3x plus 2y equals 11. And negative 8x minus 2y is equal to 4. So I get negative 5x is equal to 15. So x is equal to negative 3. And which one do y'all want to plug that into? Top or bottom?
Middle.
What?
What?
Oh.
Alright, 3 times negative 3 plus 2y equals 11. Negative 9 plus 2y equals 11. 2y equals 20. Y equals 10. So negative 3, 10 is the point for that one.
Really not hard.
No, once you get it, once you know how to do it.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to give you guys one to try. What I decided is we're just going to do the problems today because sometimes I would have done this in 2 days. So I'm just going to do all the problems today and I'm going to let you guys have a work day tomorrow to do the problems.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to take them home or whatever. Well, not that today I could give them to you anyways, but... And that way if you didn't already watch the video that was technically due tomorrow, then you can watch it for Friday. Alright. So 32, y'all can try it on your own. 3x minus y is equal to negative 2. And 5x plus 2y is equal to 15. So remember, you can use any methods. If you want to use substitution, you can use that. If you want to use elimination, you can do that. So, have at it. Already done, Josh? What method you use?
I thought we could use it. I thought we were just doing elimination.
Oh, you can use either one for these ones. And this one is one that lends itself to being either one pretty easily, so
I think I kind of like elimination.
that's my favorite.
If you know it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
how to do
my
it.
favorite kind of like.
I will say the longer that I've taught, I have grown to like substitution more, but not more than elimination. But as a student, I always hated having to do substitution.
It just
I don't
takes-
know why, I just
I
did.
feel like it takes longer too. You gotta plug everything in.
No, just wait till we get 3 equations,
That's a thing.
3 variables.
Oh yeah, it's soon.
Yeah, it's like 2 sections from now, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.4. It's the last thing before we have a quiz.
Like I did the notes and I was like,
Bye.
I make you learn to do it by hand, and then I teach you a way that you can do it on your calculator.
that's nice.
But we don't come back to the calculator, wait till like 3.7 or something like that. Because you don't know how to do what
So
you
will
need
we
to
have
do.
a quiz like Monday or something?
Well, we'll do tomorrow. I'm going to give you a work day for, this is 3-2.
Oh.
So then
we'll do
33 would be on Friday.
Okay.
So I guess like
So like Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Probably Wednesday, yeah,
'Cause
ballpark.
Tuesday I'll probably
Review.
be your
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not hating this math class.
But if 3-4 is the 3 equations and 3 unknowns, we'll probably spend 2 days on it. So the quiz might not be even till next Friday. I just don't remember what section it is.
Yeah, it's 3.4.
We'll probably need 2 days for that, just I guess. Because each problem takes like 5 to 10 minutes. At least.
You know.
They're not bad, they're just time consuming.
So how many?
Because
of
you've
those
got
are
to
you
eliminate,
at?
like, you've got to eliminate a variable, and then you're left with 2 equations, 2 unknowns. So then you've got to go through and do one of these methods, and then you've got to take it and plug it back in and get the second variable from your 2 equations and 2 unknowns. And then take both of those numbers and plug it into the original equation to get your third variable.
It's just a lot of work.
I don't
Yes,
know
it takes like at least half a page per problem.
Alrighty.
For 3.4.
Oh,
Alright. Did anybody use substitution?
I did.
What'd you get?
Probably wrong, but I got 1, -5.
Okay. Did anybody use elimination? What'd y'all get?
1.5. And I checked it.
Okay.
Cause I messed up. I'm pretty sure I messed up with the end. But I got like 3 minus y equals -2. I just forgot how to do that. I was like stuck going back and forth. I was like, is it -5?
Elimination just feels so much easier. Like
Well,
so much
okay.
less work.
Sometimes it takes more brain power because I'm like.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it really just depends,
Yeah.
but
Doesn't matter how many times you ask them.
All right, 36.
I don't even have to know. I'm just like,
4x minus 3y equals 8, and negative 8x plus 6y equals 16. What should I do with this one?
oh, wait, never mind.
Multiply the top one by
Yeah.
2.
Top one by 2. So 8x minus 6y is equal to 16. So what does that give me?
It gives you 0 equals 32.
Which means what?
No
Infinitely no solution.
No solution. Okay. No matter what happens, that's always a false statement, so there's no solution. Okay, and just going back to what we did yesterday, that would be inconsistent. Okay, just in case you wanted a little refresher there. All right, I'm just going to talk you through 40 just with what essentially would be happening. So it's a multiple choice question that says, what is the solution to the linear system? It gives you a linear system, and then your multiple choice options are 4 ordered pairs. There are a couple ways you could go about it. You could solve it just like this and figure out what the ordered pair you get is, and then hopefully it's one that's listed as multiple choice. Or you can take each ordered pair and you can start plugging them into the equations and see if they give you
That's
the
so
right
weird.
answer. Yeah, it depends. With this particular one, I solved it out and got it pretty quickly, because if you start with option A and the answer is D, you've got to do 4 sets of problems. It's up to you, but I'm just letting you know that you could do it either way if something like that were to come up. But I don't feel like we need to necessarily work it, because I think y'all know how to plug in an X and a Y value, and I think by now you know how to solve either using elimination or substitution. So I don't feel like I need to go over that one, but I just kind of wanted to talk you through it. Your book does have problems that are like this involving fractions, like problem 49 is x minus 1 over 2 plus y plus 2 over 3 is equal to 4, and x minus 2y is equal to 5. I'm not mean, so I'm not going to make you do those. But just know that they're there. You could see something like that at some point in your life, but not with me, because that's just irritating.
Yeah, like when the police officer
That's just excessive, so we're not doing that.
and he's like, solve this, let's get a speeding ticket. They could do that.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and list off for you what your problems are, but, well, I don't necessarily care if you do them tonight. If you do them tonight, you need to have something quiet to work on tomorrow in class, so while everybody else finishes theirs. Okay, because if everybody does it tonight, then we might just move on tomorrow. So, anyways.
Don't everyone.
5, 9, 17, 21. But if y'all have something you need to study for, I heard y'all have a Bible verse quiz tomorrow. If you feel like you need to study for that tomorrow, then
Most of
you
us
could do these
have
today and then.
people with security.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Most of us, 3 of us.
Yeah.
So technically
To
half.
most of us.
Technically half of the
This
percentage.
is due Friday, right?
Yeah, so that's what you do Friday. Okay, technically, but anyways, that's just where we're at.